Hey there, I'm Lindsay. Welcome to Queer Kid Stuff. Today I wanted to talk about a bit of an update on my identity. Queer Kid Stuff. You are enough here at Queer Kid Stuff. We've been talking a lot recently about different parts of our identity in our series on privilege. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about my identity. I hope that talking about my identity with you can help you figure out some things about your identity. I've talked about my identity before, like how I identify as queer and as white and as Jewish and as a cisgender woman. Well, I actually wanted to talk about that last one, my gender. Up until now, I've always identified as being a cisgender woman who uses she pronouns. But recently, I've actually been questioning this part of my identity. I'm not totally sure anymore if I'm a cisgender woman. This is something I've been thinking about a lot recently, and I'm still kind of figuring it out. That's just sort of how I feel, and I wanted to share that with you. I'm starting to use she and they pronouns with my friends and family, and a new word that I think maybe describes how I'm feeling. That word is non-binary. And I'm going to talk about what that word means with Teddy in season 3. I'm also thinking about words like gender non-conforming and gender queer and gender creative and gender fluid. There are all these big words. There are a lot of different words like this to choose from. And I'm still figuring out what words feel right for me. And that's totally okay. It's okay to be questioning parts of your identity, especially when you're a kid, but also when you're a grown-up like me. Parts of your identity can totally change as you get to know yourself better. It's taken me a really long time to figure out this part of my identity, and I think I'm getting a little bit closer, but I still don't really know what it means. Not knowing about a part of your identity can be confusing and scary sometimes, but it's just another part of the process. Questioning parts of your identity can be scary, but you're not alone. Some people know and understand their identities right away, but for other people, it can be a slow process. But both those are totally okay. Thanks for listening and being patient with me while I figure this out. I'll give you and Teddy an update on what's going on with my gender when I figure out some more answers. For now, you can use she and they pronouns when you're talking about me. What parts of your identity do you know right away, and what parts do you still have questions about? What are your pronouns today? They might be different from tomorrow. Anyway, that's it for me. I'll see you next time at Queer Kid Stuff. Hey there, friends. Welcome to Queer Kid Stuff. I'm Lindsay.
And I'm Teddy.
Today, we're talking more about gender.
Again?
Yes, Teddy. And this time, we're going to learn a brand new word, non-binary. All are part of one big family. Gaming's happy. Queer Kid Stuff. You are enough here at Queer Kid Stuff. Teddy, are you ready?
Ready, Lindsay.
Okay, today we're learning a new word that has to do with gender.
I like new words.
It's a new vocabulary word.
Vocabulary.
The new word is non-binary.
Oh, I like that word. Non-binary. What does it mean?
Actually, it's kind of two words, binary and non-binary.
Huh?
I'm going to bring in a friend to help me out with this one. You ready to meet them?
Oh, yes, friends. New friends.
Hey there.
Hello.
Hello.
Teddy, this is my friend Emmy. Emmy actually helps us out with Queer Kid Stuff.
Yep, I make the puppets and help make everything look good.
Oh, cool. Hi, Emmy. I've got 2 questions for you.
Shoot.
What are your pronouns and how do you identify?
I use they, them pronouns, and I identify as transmasculine and non-binary.
That's our new word.
It sure is, Teddy.
Emmy, can you help Lindsay tell me what non-binary means?
Absolutely. You're going to talk about what the binary is first, right, Lindsay?
Yeah, I think that's the right place to start. So it's actually pretty simple, Teddy. The first part of the word binary is bi. Do you recognize that?
Yeah, like bisexual.
Exactly. So binary has to do with two things. Bi means two. Those two things have to do with gender.
The binary is about boys and girls, that boy and girl are the only two genders.
But that's not right. There are they pronouns.
Exactly right, Teddy. That's actually what non-binary is.
Non-binary means that you aren't part of the binary, that you fall outside of or somewhere in between boy and girl.
A lot of people who use they pronouns identify as non-binary, like me.
Oh, so non-binary is another word for someone who uses they pronouns?
Exactly.
Does that mean I'm non-binary too?
Maybe. There are some other words people use to describe themselves when they are non-binary.
Yeah, some people use gender creative
Or gender fluid.
or gender queer. Actually, do you remember our friend Claudia from our intersex episode?
Oh yeah. She said she's gender queer.
That's right, Teddy. Is there a word that feels right to you?
I don't know, but I really like our new word, non-binary. It's just so much fun to say.
I like it a lot too, Teddy. It took me a little while to figure it out, but I'm really glad I found this word. Thanks for having me on, Lindsay.
Good to have you on, Emmy. See you around.
Bye, Emmy.
I'm really glad Emmy could help me teach you what non-binary means.
Me too.
Well, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching Queer Kid Stuff. We've got a whole new season of videos coming every other Wednesday. Don't forget to subscribe on the YouTube channel, like the Facebook page, and donate to our Patreon page like our pals over there. You can also check out our website, queerkidstuff.com.
We'll see you next time at Queer Kid Stuff.
Hey there, friends. Welcome to Queer Kid Stuff. I'm Lindsay.
And I'm Teddy.
Today, we're talking about coming out. We all are part of one big family. Gaming's happy. Queer Kid Stuff. You are enough here at Queer Kid Stuff. You ready for this one, Teddy?
Ready?
Okay, so we've actually already talked a little bit about coming out when we talked about Frozen with my sister Rose.
Oh yeah! We were talking about Elsa.
That's right. I'll jog your memory too. Coming out is short for coming out of the closet. Coming out of the closet is about the moment, most of the time it's the first moment, when an LGBTQ plus person tells another person that they identify as LGBTQ plus.
Oh, okay, I see. So there aren't any real closets?
It's a metaphor.
A meta what?
A metaphor. Something that stands in for something else. Like, it's not literally about coming out of a closet, Teddy.
Oh, okay. I think I get it.
Coming out of the closet can be a big deal for people, and it can be really scary.
But being LGBTQ plus is awesome.
Yeah, it is. But remember when we talked about homophobia?
Yeah.
Well, that's what can make it scary to come out, especially to family and friends. Sometimes people are homophobic and they just don't get it. Whenever LGBTQ plus people come out, it's incredibly important that they feel safe and accepted.
Coming out doesn't sound like fun.
Well, it can be scary, but it can also be a really awesome thing. Someone who's coming out for the first time is finally telling everyone something super important about themselves that they've been hiding. They're finally swinging open the closet door to show everyone who they really are. That is the really cool part of coming out.
Oh yeah, that does sound kinda cool.
I came out as gay to my family almost 5 years ago now, and I've grown a lot since then, and I've come out a lot since then too.
Wait, you had to come out again?
Well, sort of. LGBTQ plus people don't just come out once. That's the first time, and the first time is always the hardest. But we have to come out all the time. LGBTQ plus people come out at school, at work, and in a bunch of different places and to different people all the time. It's actually kind of exhausting sometimes.
That's a lot of closets, Lindsay.
That is a lot of closets. One day, I really hope that I won't have to come out anymore. that being LGBTQ+ won't be something we feel like we have to hide in a closet or that we have to tell everyone about.
That sounds like it would be really nice, Lindsay.
Teddy,
Yeah, Lindsay?
I actually have something kind of important I want to talk to you about.
What is it, Lindsay?
Well, a little while ago, I talked to all of our friends about this, and I wanted to talk to you too.
Okay.
It's about gender. Well, my gender. And you know how I've always used she pronouns and said that I'm a cisgender woman?
Yeah.
Well, over the last few months, I figured out that that's not totally true anymore. And I think I've always felt this way, but I didn't really know why. I want people to use they pronouns for me, and I think I'm non-binary.
Oh, okay. You're changing your pronouns to they? I didn't know you could change your pronouns.
You can, and that's how I feel. Are you okay, Teddy? This is kind of a big thing for me, and I was a little nervous to tell you about it.
I love you, Lindsay.
I love you too, Teddy.
We're they buddies now.
Yes, I'm really, really glad I told you, Teddy. You want to do the outro?
Yes, okay. Thank you so much for watching Queer Kid Stuff. We've got a whole new season of videos coming at you every other Wednesday. Don't forget to hit subscribe on YouTube, like the Facebook page, and donate to our Patreon page like our pals over there. You can also check out our website, queerkidstuff.com.
See you
We'll see you next time at Queer Kid
Stuff.
Stuff.